I was scrolling through my timeline today on Twitter, and this post absolutely shocked me. John Collins is being traded to the Hawks for Rudy Gay in a future second-round pick. Let's go hop into 2K and get this trade going. Okay, so we're in 2K and got the trade sorted out here. John Collins for Rudy Gay in a future second-round pick. Obviously in the game of 2K it doesn't make much sense, but in real life, they're just trying to free up some salary cap room. So I guess it kind of makes sense for the Hawks. I still think they could have gotten a little more out of it. But this is what their roster is looking like. I'm assuming Rudy Gay won't even play for them. I mean, he's a 72. He's very much past his prime. But of course, Collins is most likely going to start for the Jazz. And their roster is looking alright. They just don't have a main star that they can build around. But I'm kind of curious what John Collins is going to average on the Jazz. So let's simulate a few games. We'll check the box scores, see what he's putting up in terms of stats. And they lose to the Nuggets. They actually beat the Timberwolves, and they beat the Nuggets. That's surprising. The Nuggets are pretty good usually because Jokic is absolutely broken in 2K and in real life, let's be honest. So John Collins, pretty decent game there, double-double, 17 and 5 there. And then here he has 12 and 6. So decent numbers for him. Let's go simulate some games. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break, and the captains are Giannis and Jokic. The only player I see from either team that made the All-Star game is Trae Young. Not surprising. I guess Lauri Markkanen had a shot, but he's not as good in 2K as he was in real life. He was putting up some crazy numbers last year. I was very surprised by that. Did y'all hear about him serving in the Finnish military? Yeah, apparently in Finland, they have mandatory service for every man over 18. And Lauri Markkanen never did his, so he's going back in the offseason just putting in some casual work in the military. I don't know. John Collins is averaging some decent stats. 14 points, about 6.5 rebounds. Pretty good numbers for him. I'm assuming Rudy Gay hasn't played a minute yet. We'll check his just in case. And yeah, zeros across every single stat. Not that surprising. Yeah, let's see if they're giving him any minutes. And no, he's actually the 12th man. So unless two people get hurt, he's not getting minutes. Kind of sucks for him, but he's still getting paid. I don't think he cares that much. Let's actually see what the standings of these teams are. So the Hawks, they're 38 and 16. Wow, they are cooking. They traded away one of their top players and they got better. It's kind of weird. And then the Jazz are just under 500. Yeah, let's sim to the end of the season. At the end of the season, it's a 19-year-old winning MVP, otherwise known as Deuce Tatum's dad, because let's be honest, Deuce is cooler than Jason. Anyways, Rookie of the Year goes to Jaden Ivey, Marco Fultz, Sixth Man of the Year, Giannis Defensive Player, Darius Garland Most Improved, and Quinn Snyder is the Coach of the Year, meaning the Hawks most likely had the best record in the NBA. I'm assuming Trae Young's going to be on one of these teams, and yep, there he is, because no way the Hawks would be that good without Trae Young being good. This is what the rest of the teams look like, but honestly, who cares about that? And the Jazz are in the play-in, and the Hawks are the 1 seed. Interesting. So the Jazz did end up making the play-in, because at one point they were out of the playoff picture. And again, the Hawks finished 63 and 19. The Jazz finished 41 and 41, barely sneaking into the final play-in spot. Let's see what John Collins averaged. Okay, pretty decent numbers for him. Look about the same as the last time we saw him. Let's see if Rudy Gay ended up getting a minute this season. He actually did. Because he has 0.4 points per game. So he must have gotten at least 1 minute somewhere. And then the Jazz are in the the play-in versus the Kings. And the Kings look better. I mean, they have Sabonis, they have Fox. I think the Jazz are probably going to get cooked. But they're actually keeping it close. Oh, never mind. I jinxed them. They are now down by like 30. And they ended up losing by 26. Wow. Simulate the rest of the play-in. And yeah, the Kings come out of the play-in. And I think that's the Timberwolves at the bottom. And then the Knicks and the Bucks in the East. So the Hawks have a first-round matchup versus the Knicks. Let's go ahead and simulate the round because they should be able to get out of this pretty easily. I mean, the Knicks are some bums and just Julius Randle and a bunch of kids who are just inefficient shot chuckers. I don't know. So yes, the Hawks win in 5. They get a gentleman sweep into the second round versus the Heat. And somehow the Heat picked up Draymond Green. I'm not sure how they did that because Harrow, Butler, and Adebayo all make a bunch of money. But we're up 3. Are they going to sweep the Heat? Oh my God. How do you sweep the Heat with Draymond Green? That is nasty. Trae Young is crazy in 2K. I mean, he's only a 90 overall, and they have him playing like he's like a 95. He puts up like 30 and 15 every season. But they're in the Eastern Conference Finals to play the Celtics. We still have the same team. It's Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Robert Williams, Jason Tatum. They look disgusting. We're up 2-0. Oh, they tied. It's 2-2. Oh, we're down 3-2. That's not good. I'm going to go ahead and readjust the minutes, give our best players more minutes because we don't want to see the Hawks lose. You came here for content, right? You want to see them in the playoffs. You want to see them in the finals. So, I don't know. Apparently, DeAndre Hunter isn't playing that good. So, whatever. Let's go fix these minutes. Get Trae Young a bunch of minutes. Get DeJounte Murray all the minutes. Hopefully, with this, the Hawks can come back and they can push it to a Game 7 and win. Who knows? Honestly, I don't know how the Hawks got this far because the Celtics are a way better team. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and we'll simcast these final 2 games. So here in Game 6, win or go home for the Hawks. And they actually beat the Celtics by 15. Pretty good game for the Hawks. Yeah. Trae Young with 31 points and 8 assists. Pretty good game for him. See, that's the type of stuff he'd be doing in 2K, and he does it consistently. But yeah, let's go simulate this Game 7 here. And the Celtics are up, and they're blowing us out. Well, that's tragic. That's the end of the Hawks season, unless they score 17 points in a second, which isn't possible, unless you're Tracy McGrady or whatever that record was. Trae Young did all that he could, man. He put up 35 and 12. But Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combined for 71. I mean, what are you going to do there? I feel bad for Trae Young. He put up everything he could. And the Celtics end up going on to win the NBA Finals, Jason Tatum Finals, averaging 41? That is crazy. So pretty good season for the Hawks, despite trading away John Collins. I don't know how Trae Young took this roster to an Eastern Conference Finals. Kind of surprising. I don't know. Pretty interesting trade here. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, I would appreciate a like or a comment or a subscribe. Anything. It just shows YouTube that you like my content and it'll give you some more of it. I make videos like this all the time. Every time a trade drops, I'll simulate it. Or I just do random simulations. My last video, I made every single player 7-7. I'm going to put that on the screen now. Make sure to go watch it. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.